皆さん、こんにちは。
こんにちは。
私のチャンネルへようこそ。今日はお休みです。ケイトさんと一緒です。ケイト、ようこそ。
ケイトです。皆さん、こんにちは。
自己紹介お願いします。
はい。で、私の名前はケイトです。私は5年前に日本に来ました。で、最近はインスタグラム頑張ってます。綺麗な写真とか人生のとこいろいろ人生について投稿していきますので、皆さんよかったら見て応援してください。
すごい上手日本語。Well, as you know, my Japanese is not good, so 今日は英語を話します。
頑張ります。I'll do my best.
Well, your English is so great too. Clearly, you're a linguist, I think.
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
Did you study languages?
Yeah, so I studied in university English and Japanese, but I didn't have any friends from UK or other countries. I couldn't speak any English till I'm maybe 30.
I see.
Yes.
Okay.
But recently I'm doing my best learning
Good.
English. Yeah.
Wow. Well, you can practice with me.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, Kate. So, what brought you to Japan?
So when I was 5 years old, I really liked watching anime. It was Sailor Moon.
Sailor Moon.
Yes,
Okay.
and it was the first time when I saw Japan and when I saw something made in Japan. And I was kind of curious about Japanese and Japanese culture. And when I was 10, I was reading a lot of books. And one day I found Murakami Haruki book.
Okay.
So it was the book which really impressed me was Dance, Dance, Dance. And the words there really amazed me, dance no matter what, even if you're really bad at it, just close your eyes, dance. It was really something that touched me. It was very it was more than words for me. It helped me to somehow overcome difficult times in my life. So I was very impressed, and I started reading and buying books written by Japanese. And when it was a big pile of books, my mother just asked me when I was 14, maybe you want to read in original? And I said, yes, I want to read. And that's how my Japanese story started.
Amazing.
And I went to university to study. Then I went to Osaka for ryugaku to study abroad. And then I went to Sapporo. And then finally 5 years ago, I came to Japan to live for a long time. And yeah. That's my story.
That's wonderful, and that's such a nice story. Amazing. I'm so impressed. Yeah, such inspiration.
I mean, the thing is, maybe I just speak Japanese every day. I don't speak. I'm from Russia originally, but I use recently I use Russian, but it's very rare. And usually I speak Japanese with my fiancé, and I speak Japanese with my colleagues, and I speak Japanese with my friends.
Right.
So.
Okay.
I think Japanese is everywhere and around me, so it's very easy for me to speak Japanese. For me, on the opposite, speaking Russian now maybe a bit difficult.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is your fiance Japanese?
Yes, he's Japanese.
Brilliant. Yeah, that's a great, motivation, I think, to speak Japanese.
Yeah.
Did you meet him in Japan?
Yes, I met him in Japan. I really didn't want to date Japanese because of big culture gap in between our countries. Guys in Russia are very gentlemen. They treat girls like princes. In Japan, it's more women and men are very independent. There is no princess and king, I guess, relationship,
right.
which was a bit strange for me. But my boyfriend, he's different, and he even bought a big book about Russian women to study, and he watched many YouTube videos to understand Russian culture and to be closer to me.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
People have said to me in the past that Japan doesn't have ladies first culture.
Right.
But you said that your experience with your fiance is kind of it disproves this point. And I would say my personal experience too. Japanese men are extremely chivalrous. I think in any culture, there's men who treat women nicely and men who think, women should do the housework and stuff. In every country, there's people like that. So
yeah. There are some small things, I feel sometimes like it's hard for my boyfriend to understand. For example, like super small, but for example, when we get out of taxi, like I'm expect him to give me his hand.
Right, okay.
Yes. So. And he knows I will get very angry if I don't do this. So usually it's like a pause between like he like realizes, oh my god, I need to do. And
Yes,
like,
yeah. There's like a little gap between like
Yes.
thought and action. Like,
Yes, yes.
Oh yeah.
Or for example, something we still kind of like need to negotiate is like who is going first to the room. Or for example, like if we go somewhere in Russia, it's normal. Guys go first. They open the door and then. Woman goes like after. So for me, it's like it's very important that the man will first like check safety. And then I will go, but in Japan it's opposite. So women go first. So it's very dangerous for me. Like if I go first,
Yeah.
and still there are some things that I'm trying to figure out how to deal it. But this is so minor, and so I think like it just needs some time and understanding. Yeah.
Yeah, I think cross-cultural relationships are so interesting.
Yes.
I don't know about you because my husband is also Japanese, and I think it makes my relationship with him makes me understand my British ways so much more than like if I was dating a British person kind of thing, because like we're both doing the same thing. But yeah, that's really, really interesting. And it's interesting to hear about it really sounds like a ladies' first culture in Russia.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Very, very ladies first. I mean, like men in Russia are super strong. Usually, like super strong. Everyone is afraid. Like if you watch a Netflix drama, you will see many like very scary Russian guys like trying to kill someone. But like in reality, men in Russia are like how to call it, like under women always.
I see.
Like in Japan, they call it like なんかお尻に叱られてる. So
Okay.
under girls' S. So usually women in Russia are very powerful, and guys like usually like kind of servants for girls.
Wow.
But it's not like this. Like they don't feel it like servants. They
No.
feel it like for. Wow, this is amazing. Then I can, like, for example, I give my hand to this girl or kiss her hand or something.
Okay.
Like, they feel it like kind of like privileged. Yeah.
Wow.
But in Japan, I feel it. They feel like servants.
I see.
Like, oh, why I need to serve this girl? Why is she so like a queen?
Yes, yeah. Who does she think she is?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
I
yes,
see.
yes.
So that's really interesting to hear about your relationship with Japanese. I'd like to know as well about any other sort of surprises when you came to Japan, or culture shocks, or things that were difficult to get used to.
Yeah, like I hadn't been in Russia like for 3 years already, and I'm afraid to go there to be sad, because I'm afraid of the thing like gyaku culture shock, opposite culture shock,
Totally.
they call it, because I don't know, I got used to live in Japan. Like,
I'm going to ask one last question, and that is, where is the best place, or like the place that you learnt the most from when traveling around Japan?
oh my god, this is the best question.
Oh,
So
good.
now it's my final answer. So actually, I didn't say it yet, but I'm crazy about Tottori Prefecture.
Oh,
It's amazing place. So I spent there 1 year and a half. It was my first place for this time, like to stay for a long time. So I worked there in a prefectural office as a coordinator of international relationship. There are also JET program, but I was a CIR program. So I basically helped to build the bridges between Russia and Japan. So the Tottori is amazing place. Like there are sand dunes, there are like beautiful sea which you can also like see in Okinawa. So I don't know, it's kind of like a hidden treasure in Japan.
wow.
And what I love more about Tottori, because people are amazing there. People are actually like there are not so many people living in Tottori, and usually it's like a plus 70, 80 population. When you go to Tottori, like you see so many like bright people who are really like happy when you come there. So they're really happy to see you, and this is amazing. This is what you can't feel in Tokyo. For me, the kindest people in Japan and Tottori. So whenever I go, people are super kind to me. People are super smart, super wise, and I spend amazing time there. Like they have amazing food, amazing, beautiful attractions, a lot of nature, beautiful mountains, beautiful sea. And by the way, like a life hack, if you go to sand dunes, go like when it's good weather to see sunset, because you can see sunset like for 360 degrees, and it's beautiful. All the sky are red.
Oh, amazing.
And
that sounds so lovely.
It's like going to cinema, like 3D Max.
Yeah.
Yes, you know.
Wow. Oh, you've sold Tottori to me. I want to go. And I'm sure that there are some viewers who are either from Tottori or have been to Tottori, so please do leave a comment in the comment section below.
Yes, please write about your favorite place in Tottori to recommend to everyone.
Definitely, yeah. Well, thank you so much today.
Thank you.
You know, your answers and conversation was so interesting. Minasan, please comment below about any of the content of this video. And be sure to check Kate's very beautiful Instagram channel.
Please.
Yeah. Links to Kate's channel are in the description box below. And until next time, sayonara.
See you. Thank you.